Yeah.
Very good morning to one and all present here. On behalf of PG Department of Information Technology and BCA, in association with Infoca Forum, Dwarkadas Govindas Vaishnav College, I am Dr. N. Jagadishan, Assistant Professor, PG Department of Information Technology, BCA, taking this privilege to warmly welcome everyone for the fourth day of 5 days International Seminar 2024, the topic of artificial intelligence across industries, exploring diverse applications, conducted in blended mode. Let us begin the program together by invoking the presence of Supreme with the Tamitai Vatu, followed by our college prayer.
நீராறும் கடலுடுத்த நிலமடந்தை கெழிலொழுகும் சீராறும் மதனமென திகழ்வரத கண்டமிதில் எக்கணமும் அதில் சிறந்த திராவிடனல் திருநாடும் தக்க சிறு திரை நுதலும் தரித்தனரும் திலகமுமே திலக வாசனை போல் அனைத்துலகும் இன்பமுற எத்திசையும் புகழ் மணக்க இருந்த பெரும் தமிழனங்கே தமிழனங்கே உன் சீரிழமை திறம்பியந்து செயல் மறந்து வாழ்த்துதுமே வாழ்த்துதுமே வாழ்த்துதுமே.
सत्यव्रतं सत्यपरं त्रिसत्यं सत्यस्य योनिं निहितं च सत्ये सत्यस्य सत्यं धृतसत्यनेत्रं सत्यात्मकं त्वां शरणं प्रपन्नाः वाणी गुणानुकथने श्रवणो कथायां हस्तौ च कर्मसु मनस्तव पादयोर्नः स्मृत्यां शिरस्तव निवास जगत्प्रणामे दृष्टिः सतां दर्शनेस्तु भवत्तनूनाम् नमो भगवते तस्मै कृष्णायाद्भुतकर्मणे रूपनामविभेदेन जगत्क्रीडति यो यतः ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः.
I'm honored to invite our esteemed head of the department, Dr. K. Angakani ma'am, to deliver the welcome address.
Jai Shri Krishna. Good morning to all present here. Today we are going on the fourth day of our international seminar. 5 days international seminar on artificial intelligence across industries, exploring diverse applications. Conducted by the PG Department of Information Technology and BCA, Dwarkadas Govindas Vaishnav College, Chennai. First, I would like to thank our management, secretary, principal for their support. I would like to welcome our speaker and my dear friend, Professor P. SASIKALA, Dean, Academics and Head, Department of New Media Technologies, Makanlal Chaturvedi, University of Journalism and Communication, Bhopal, India. I welcome you, Dr. Sasikala, and thank you for accepting amidst your busy schedule. Today, she's going to talk about AI powered multimedia, bridging technology and creativity. I think she's the opt person for talking about this topic. Today is the fourth day, and I request all the students who are online to keenly observe. And because this is a valuable speech, surely you will be taking very good information back home today. I would like to welcome my team members, professors, all my team members, professors, the organizers of this 5 days international seminar. Last but not the least, I would like to welcome my dear students, both first MSc and second MSc Information Technology, and all the 3-year BCA students. I once again welcome you all. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am, for your warm welcome. It is my privilege to introduce our distinguished resource person for the today's seminar, Professor P. Sasikala, the Dean of Academics and Head of the Department of New Media Technology, Makanlal Chaturvedi National University of Journalism and Communication, Bhopal, India. Ma'am is the distinguished academician and exemplary leader in the field of media and journalism education. As the University National Education Policy Coordinator, Professor Sasikala has been instrumental in implementing 10 NEP-based programs at Makanlal Chaturvedi National University. Professor P. Sasikala chairs the University of Women's Cell, is the chairperson of NAC Core Committee, and serves as a UGC Nodal Officer for the university. Ma'am served as a member of Executive Council and Academic Council for the several esteemed institutions, including Technical University of Haryana, the Indian Institute of Mass Communication, New Delhi, and J.C. Bose University, Faridabad. Professor Sasikala is also a member of New Media Committee of Ministry of Education and authorized trainer for fact-checking by the Google News Initiative. With over 28 years of research and teaching experience, Professor P. Sasikala has published more than 70 research papers in national and international journals and conferences, and contributed 6 chapters to edited books. Please join me in welcoming Professor P. Sasikala, a dedicated educator and leader in media and journalism education. Moving forward, we are eagerly waiting to hear your insights on AI-powered multimedia, bridging technology and creativity. I may now kindly hand over the session to you, ma'am.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for those nice words. And my heartfelt thanks to my dear friend, Dr. Angai, because we were classmates since our undergraduation, and we are very good friends. Because of her, I'm able to meet you all here. I think someone else's audio is on. Can we mute them? And few people wanted to join. That is what I'm able to see here. If we can allow them to join, it's good. Otherwise,
Ashwini. Hey, Ashwini. Hey,
Sasikala ma'am, can you increase your volume? It's very it's feeble. Please increase your volume.
I hope it's audible now. I'll make it a little more closer. Now
Okay,
it's okay. Okay. So shall we start? I think multiple people, they wanted to join the call. If we are able to allow them, it's fine. Otherwise, we can continue as you suggest.
Ma'am, they can join in YouTube.
Okay.
YouTube link is given, no, ma'am? I think I've shared the YouTube link. You can ask them to join in YouTube. Because this is a restricted only 100 members. We can join in Gmeet.
So I hope I can continue. So I can continue now?
Yes, ma'am. Sure.
So firstly, I would like to congratulate Dwarkadas Govardhan Das Vaishnav College for organizing such a wonderful seminar and the topic around which the global community is eagerly waiting and moving on. So congratulations from Makanlal Chaturvedi National University of Journalism and Communication, Bhopal, the institution which I represent as Dean and Head of the Department of New Media Technology. As the introduction was given, basically I'm from computer sciences, but then 15 years back when there was a demand, when the administration and our visionaries felt there is a demand for convergence of media and technology, that is how the Department of New Media Technology was conceived, and I was given an opportunity to establish the department. The story that continues. But then I'm here today. Yes, I can say we can speak. I can at least converse with authority on this particular topic. The reason, working for more than 28 years in computer sciences and especially on media technology from last 15 years. Yes, since your seminar is completely themed around artificial intelligence, you might have heard about artificial intelligence, the concepts, how it is evolving from many stalwarts in the past 3 days. But then I would like to just make a brief recap of this basics of AI before starting with how it had powered the multimedia elements in the media technology space. So before moving on, again, heartfelt thanks to the head of the department, PG Department of IT and BCA, Dr. Rangayarkani. Yes, of course, you have taken the right step. This is a topic which has to be discussed. At least the youngsters should know what's happening, because already they are using the applications related to AI. So we will be discussing about convergence of technology and creativity also. How I have, because the time given is less to speak on this particular topic, and it needs many hands-on practices also. So how I had seen this session is, we will be discussing in 3 segments. In segment 1, we will be discussing on AI and how AI is influencing us in day-to-day life. And then the second segment will be around the multimedia. And the third will be around how AI had overpowered, how AI is being used for multimedia, or how AI and multimedia, what is the relations, how the bridging is happening. That will be the third segment. So I'll try to keep the things interesting. But then, is there an option to get some feedback from students? That is what I would like to know. Is it possible? Can they speak? Otherwise, I can continue. Can I get some feedback about AI from them?
Actually, no, they have all, we asked them to mute their mic, okay?
Okay. No issues. We can just continue. So it will be like, we can't interact with the students.
Because so many students are there. If they turn on the mic, it will be very clumsy and noisy.
Okay, no issues. So, because I think the students who had joined online, they are from BCA and PG students of MSc IT. Okay. So naturally, the students must be aware about the timeline of artificial intelligence, how it had started, how the technology has further integrated into human life. So most of you, and I hope all of you, must be knowing that the father of AI, the term coined, the person who coined the term AI was John McCarthy. And Dr. Rangai will agree with me that when we were doing our post-graduation, we have worked on the programming language Lisp.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes, very nice memory. When I was just recalling the assignments that we have done in Lisp. So when we talk about artificial intelligence, McCarthy also developed this popular programming language Lisp, which was basically used in artificial intelligence research. So it all started in 1950s. Mean the modern AI started in 1950s. Otherwise, this has a very long back. I mean, it has a very long history because basically they say in 17th century, in 1763, Thomas Bayes developed a framework for the probability of events, which we call it as Bayesian reference. So the timeline of artificial intelligence specifically dates back to 17th century, but still the father of modern AI is supposed to be John McCarthy, who developed this programming language Lisp. So all these things go on. But then coming back here, if you see from 50s onwards, 1950s onwards, Alan Turing published a seminal work, Computing Machinery and Intelligence. That is how the term artificial intelligence was coined by John McCarthy. So I'm just rushing you through the timeline of artificial intelligence so that we will know how it started, where do we stand today. Very few important timelines. In 60s, the first industrial robot started working at General Motors factory. I hope you all must be knowing about the General Motors factory because the GM diet is very famous among youngsters. Like you have a 7-day diet, that diet was planned for the employees of General Motors. So even the industrial robot started working at General Motors factory in 60s. And in 1970s, the first anthropomorphic robot that was built in Japan, which had the ability to see, move, and converse. There was a movement in that particular robot that was in 1970s. So an early bacteria identification system was developed at Stanford University. And again in 1980s saw a change. Every 10 years there was a change, big change, which represented that particular era, we can say. Mercedes-Benz, they came out with the first driverless cars in 1980s that had some foundational principles of such cars that are being made today. And then in 90s, Deep Blue, you all must have heard about it, at least few, I think people of my age, they have heard about the chess playing computer. Even Vijay Anandji also played with it. The Deep Blue is a chess playing computer that was prepared, that was manufactured in 90s, that bet the world champions. So in 2000s, so after 90s, in 2000, if you see, there were many new robots that were developed, like Honda's Asimo or MIT's Kismet. And then again, after 10 years, if you see in 2010, IBM's Watson natural language processing computer that defeated the two former champions on the television show Jeopardy. That was very, very famous because we are into media, we are a journalism university. So the things that are happening in the communication space get more attracted by the youngsters, and we do interact with the students. So we keep an watch on this particular space. 2010, IBM's this natural language processing computer, how it defeated the television show. That was a very famous one. And after 2010, you can say there was a big boom in the space of AI, but after 2020, the speed of development in the area of artificial intelligence had exponentially increased. That is what because most of you must be using ChatGPT, Google's Gemini, many AI tools. But then the recent developments which attracts many young generation is, one is the AI news reader that was developed in India. I think you might have heard about Lisa. Lisa is Odisha news reader, basically AI news reader. Odisha TV basically launched India's first regional artificial intelligence news anchor and named it as Lisa. And Lisa has the ability to speak multiple languages, like not only Odia but also English also. Similarly, if you see, if it would have been an interactive session, I would have asked the students, are you aware of these AI newsreader, AI teacher, AI robots that were introduced, robot teacher introduced in India? And we could have seen some videos of these teachers also. But then I'm just avoiding it right now because we will concentrate more on AI in multimedia. So I'm keeping these things little down. So the first AI teacher that was introduced around March 2024 was Iris. It is the name of the India's first AI teacher robot for schools. You might have heard about it. It was launched in Kerala's school event in Delhi, basically by Maker Labs EduTech. So later on, they were initially deployed at KTCT Higher Secondary School at Thiruvananthapuram in Kerala. And one other robot teacher, definitely you should see, who's involved in the regular teaching is a teacher, Eagle 2.0, I remember the name. That robot teacher is introduced in Indus School in Bangalore. And Indus School is using it from long time back. And they are using this because they say that we don't have issue of leaves with this robot teacher. Teachers won't go on leave. They won't ask for any other incentives. They have their own reservations. But then even they do say, the principal, his captain, I'm not remembering his name, he do always say that no robot can replace a human teacher. So that AI robot teacher is used to teach the routine things what Google can teach you. So as youngsters and as technical students, definitely you can go through, you can see the video of these robot teachers about these AI news readers. We should get updated with ourselves. And as technical students, you may face a problem. You are not meant to only do programming. Yes, programming is an essential part of our profession. We should know, but still we should know how to use other applications also. Because of the classrooms you must be using, but then I would suggest you to use more AI apps even for your work. Say for example, so this is a very short, I can say a brief introduction about the first part about AI, the timeline of AI, and what is happening in the recent time period. So we have seen Lisa, we have seen Iris, we have seen robot teacher. So we know AI, whether we like or we don't like, we have to live with the AI tools. We have to move around with these developments, AI developments. So every technology will have a positive impact and also a negative impact on the society. It is up to us to decide how much to use and how much to differ from using the technology when it comes to the psychological or physical issues related to a society with the human beings. So coming to the second part, that is about multimedia. I think most of you might be using, because you can't differ from using multimedia elements in our day-to-day life. At least post-COVID, we all have shifted to online communication space for most of the things. The simple example being, prior to COVID, if I had to meet you all, I should have been there physically. But now, thanks to the pandemic, to some extent, we have brought the online space to our classrooms. So we are able to meet from different geographical area. And as far as multimedia is concerned, I think you all must be using these elements, different elements of multimedia, because text, though we are used to having our communication through simple text even before, when we were using SMS or while we were using emails. But then what made difference is, see, earlier, when we were doing our post-graduation, if we have to communicate with our teacher, we had to, when we were doing our project work, I still remember I had communicated with my faculty member through a postcard. Because in postcard, I have written my progress of my project work, and I have posted it. I was in Bangalore and I have posted it, and my faculty was in Coimbatore. And he received it, and he, though he did not respond through the post, but when I returned back for presentations, he had represented. But now life had become very, very simple. You can drop a mail and you need not worry about the structure of your communication also, because we used to write it very seriously, that from to, and then the subject and all. Now, though, with email, the structure is already well defined. You know, all you have to do is you have to just mention the receiver's email ID, and you are giving the subject, and then directly you can go ahead with the body of the text. So even now, so you use all these multimedia elements to create content, and then later, once the content is created, we try to publish it. So you do marketing also. And before publishing, if you feel, you can, what we call it as, in case of multimedia production, we call it as pre-production, production, and post-production. So in pre-production, you go for script writing. If you want to develop a movie, you have to first write the script. You make all the objects ready for it. When the things are ready, then script writing is ready, your storyboarding is ready, then you go for production. Once the production is done, in post-production, you go for like editing, and these things are being done. So this is a very simple example. I would like to show you some use cases of artificial intelligence in media and entertainment. If I can share, if I'm allowed to share, I can just, I hope I can share it.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, I'm just trying to share. Because they can see, I hope it's visible.
Yes, ma'am.
Anji. See, this is A in media and entertainment, because I'm talking about media and entertainment. So how artificial intelligence is used in media and entertainment. One simple use case example. You can see here in case of music. Now we talk about podcasting. So music recommendation. When you hear one song, suppose say if you are interested in Ilayaraja songs, next time, once you have heard it, next time when you again try to open YouTube, when you log in, you will get more recommendations related to Ilayaraja songs, maybe melody, sometimes some energetic songs of him. It may be anything. So some music recommendations. So AI is also used in music production. And as far as one part which is not covered here, we will see later. Film and televisions, if you take AI, can be used for writing scripts and also editing movies. In gaming, AI is used for game design and also gaming recommendations. Advertising, you can see some predictive analytics depending upon, say, market analytics. It is all depending on the season, depending on the geographical area, what products needs more marketing, that is being predicted, and content generation. And similarly in content creation, like just now we were discussing about multimedia. So social media analysis and personalizing content. Sometimes we want personalized content, we don't want general ones. And in book publishing, book design and layout and editing and proofreading. For these purposes, we normally use AI. But then I will try to show you this. 1 second. I will just stop this now. So these are few use cases for that are used in media and entertainment. And if otherwise, if you see, there are AI tools, artificial intelligence tools that are used for multimedia, because AI is definitely revolutionizing the multimedia industry. There are many innovative tools. Say for like in our department, we do offer programs like BSc Multimedia, BSc Graphics Animation, BTech Printing Packaging, where they do work on digital printing and packaging also. So these tools are AI tools are used for content creation, editing, and further analysis. Say for example, maybe most of the students might heard about it. For design purpose, students these days they use Canva. Alternatively, they use Adobe XD. But then say NIT students, NIFT students, NIFT students, fashion technology students, or these NID students, mostly they use Figma for designing. So this is one design tool that is AI-powered design tool, Canva, Figma, Adobe XD. Similarly, for social media management, also many platforms offer AI-driven analytics and insights. So even Google Analytics, they have their own AI algorithms, which gives you the analytics very precisely. Otherwise, AI can also be used to generate captions, subtitles, and audio descriptions. So there are many areas of multimedia where AI can be used. Now that we have discussed about AI, the day-to-day AI apps that are being used for just a news reading or in classroom teaching, and then coming back to multimedia, how AI tools are being used in multimedia production. The third important part, which is the theme of the session, is AI-powered multimedia, which is bridging technology and creativity. How can we see AI-powered multimedia? What is that the giants are doing? That is what I was trying to see. So instead of going through the general things, I thought I should concentrate on one particular tool which I can share with you, and that is about Google's VideoPoet. You might have heard about VideoPoet. Like Google had introduced a new artificial intelligence VideoPoet, and it says that this will be the future of AI in multimedia. So what they have done is basically this VideoPoet, what it does, I'll just tell you in brief, and then I will show you some video clips also how it works. VideoPoet tries to use all the elements of multimedia. Though it is on the name is VideoPoet, it uses all the elements of multimedia. And like say, if you give an image, it can convert it into a video. If you give audio, based on the audio content, it can create a video. Basically, it generates video, and you can give text from the command prompt. You can give text, it will convert it into video. But then one thing we had to see that now they have a demo website. Google has a demo website for VideoPoet. We can see things there, you can feel it. Still, it is not yet open for public use. But then this is seen as one of the most powerful AI tool for multimedia. So we will just see the features of it a bit, and then I'll show you some video. So as I told you, this particular AI tool is mind-blowing, this VideoPoet, because this AI model is specifically designed for video generation. It can create videos, as I told you, from text, it can create from images or even from other videos. The thing is that how it does is, it learns from the previous moment or from the previous action. It learns, it all mean basically VideoPoet tries to learn from the previous actions that have been taken. And it can also do video stylization, video in painting. There is something called in painting and out painting, and video to audio conversion also. And if you see the core part of VideoPoet, VideoPoet is basically a large language model that what we have used in case of text. So there is machine learning happening at the background. Naturally, you all must be knowing about it. This what we call it as LLM. VideoPoet as LLM. This is a large language model. It is trained basically to collect videos, images, and audio clips. So already there is a database, a huge database is there, but it is trained to learn it, and it operates by using what you call it as auto-regressive languages, auto-regressive language modeling. So it generates content one piece at a time, and every time with a new piece depending on the one before it. That is what I told you. The present one will depend on the previous one. And if in VideoPoet, if you see, if we are comfortable with text, in text what we do is we make it into chunks of tokens. Similarly, in VideoPoet also, VideoPoet what it does, it treats video as sequence of tokens. So similar to how we do with text. So instead of word tokens, here you will have video token, image token, and audio tokens. So tokens are nothing but small elements of multimedia content. So what the VideoPoet will do is it will create videos by generating these tokens sequentially, and each one is informed by the previous one. So you will have a coherent and realistic videos. And at the base of the large language model, if you see, what you have is the tokenizers. Tokenizers, what we call it as Magit V2 and the SoundStream. They both are the state-of-the-art tokenizers which are used, and basically they use the neural networks and transformers. So if somebody is interested, you can go and research on it, particularly the PG students. Even UG students also do these days, they do a good work. So these tokenizers, both the tokenizers, SoundStreams and this Magit also, both they handle multiple and complex multimedia content. So you can, this VideoPoet basically what it does is it convert any input like text, image or video into tokens and uses an auto-regressive language model to generate. The output will be new output tokens based on the given inputs. So everything will be based on the given inputs. So what it can do is, if you see the capabilities, video creation from text, image can be converted into video, video stylization, video in painting and out painting. In painting and out painting means, this says that like say painting. It is just like a simple painting. You give a picture and except the picture, the rest of the frame will be filled in by other objects by the VideoPoet itself. It will fill in or it will extend the part of the video. So it can change the background of a video from green screen to beach or anything you can do. Similarly, video to audio conversion is also possible. It's not only audio to video, even video to audio can also be done. You can handle complex motions. Other than that, you have something called zero-shot video generation. These are all cutting-edge technologies. You can also create longer videos. And what we need to understand is how this technology can bridge creativity. That is the point of this session, where you can use it. Where the creativity starts, we say creativity starts with art. So in digital art, VideoPoet artists create unique and expressive animations. You can just see, you give a video, an expressive animation will be created, an illustration and painting. See, where we use these AI tools, where we don't want the repetitive things, we don't want a repetitive thing to be done by us wasting time. So what we want to do repetitively, that can be done by using a tool. So one is digital art, the other is film production. So in film production, it's valuable for editing, post-processing, and adding some special effects also. So the filmmaker's storytelling capability will be increased. Other than this, you can also use in interactive media. Interactive media, when we say interactive media, in case of game or in virtual reality, you can create responsive, adaptive, and immersive content. And you have some difficulties also in this. Nothing comes with full of positive issues. It has some negative things also. It can't create longer videos as of now. But then I would like to show you some videos of VideoPoet. I hope I can share here. So this VideoPoet is visible.
Yes, ma'am. Yes.
So see, you can see the VideoPoet. This is the site address can be noted. I can share if possible. I will share in the chat box also. Site sites sites.research.google VideoPoet. You can just see this. See, this is zero shot video generation. What you are seeing here. See, a dog is listening to music with headphone in the first place here. You can create small videos here. You can see here a robot eating noodles. You can just see here a robot cat eating spaghetti, basically. Digital art. This is an example for a digital art. Okay. And here I'll show you some music also. There is some music. You can just... Yes, here you can have some video to audio. VideoPoet can also output audio to match an input video. Suppose say you give only video and you want an input. See, one sec. I'll just show you. I think this is... You can just go to this site and you can just hear these things. I don't know, for some technical reason, this is not working right now. And you have what we call it as generative models to tell visual stories. See, this one particular video I'm just showing now. This is an AI generated movie a movie has been generated by VideoPoet. But then you can just see it now. I hope you're able to see. It is Rookie the Raccoon. I mean, this movie.
In the Amazon raccoon forest lives Rookie the raccoon and his family. Rookie loves to play soccer with his friends, collect acorns from the trees, swim in the river, and catch fish. But what he...
Are you able to hear this?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, sir. I'll just start it from the beginning. Huh?
Okay.
In the Amazon raccoon forest lives Rookie the raccoon and his family. Rookie loves to play soccer with his friends, collect acorns from the trees, swim in the river, and catch fish. But what he loves most is exploring new places and sniffing new smells. Except he's never made it out of the vast forest. Every night he dreams of seeing exotic places like Times Square and the Golden Gate Bridge. One day he sees a portal of yellow light, and his curiosity makes him step inside. Suddenly, he's falling through a long tunnel which takes him to Paris. I've never seen anything like it, he says. And then to the Great Barrier Reef and even the South Pole, where he makes some new friends, before visiting the ISS and ultimately the planet Androida, where the locals didn't speak raccoon, which makes him miss the raccoon forest, and especially his family. Rookie quickly finds his way back home. He's so happy to be back with his friends, but also grateful for his adventures. I guess he's not such a rookie anymore.
Yes, I will stop this now. So this is about a movie that has been generated by the VideoPoet. So what has been given as input is only the script, and the background, everything has been on, and you have an option to change also. So what we have seen from this is that you have artificial intelligence powered multimedia content. For that, the IT giants are working on it. They are coming up with the solutions. They say that you do not do everything from the scratch. You have choices, you have options to use. All you have to do is you have to just trigger your creativity. The technology is there available for you. If you are creative, you can tell stories, and there is no limitation. The imagination is your limitation. So you can tell any stories you want to tell. You can use it for advertisement. You can use it for music production. You can use it in any industry. These tools, multimedia content tools, can be used for education. It can be used for films. You can use it for even production units also. So there is no limitation. The limitation is your imagination. So if you have a creative mind, if you know what you want to do, you can take the help of the technology and you can create the multimedia content. So in this session, what we have seen is 3 things we have seen. How AI is generally used in day-to-day life in communication space, then how this multimedia content can be generated, and now at the last part, we have seen a Google tool that is the solution for AI-powered multimedia. I think in the given time period, I have tried to share a few topics that are relevant to the session. And if any questions, I'm available to answer.
Students, any question you can ask. I think they are very clear, whatever you told, because it was very simple and clear. And
can I have one question, ma'am?
yeah, sure.
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, I think there are already a few tools are available like Dolly and Midjourney for the creation of videos. How it is differ from the VideoPoet? How it is differ from the other existing tools, ma'am?
Sir, if you see, there are many tools. If you see the number of tools, there is no restriction for the tools that we are having, and it's increasing day by day. Every company, every institution, they are trying to come up with their own solutions.
Yes.
But then, if you see Google, it is the database that they have access to. So Google, naturally, they have the access to very large database of images. And because when these giants, they train the system, they have linked to other productions also. So the large data, they can give you more realistic, and see, even VideoPoet is not available for public use. What they say is that they can come up with realistic output. That is what one wants. See, we want that AI should behave just how humans behave. But then never AI can replace a human being, because the emotional part is still untouchable. We are trying to train, but still it is untouchable. But then, because the brands, they have access to the database is, the data is the oil, we say. So the database is the key for any system, the access to database. So when they have large learning systems behind it, so naturally we see that the output will be better, realistic.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am. No.
Any other questions? Yeah, I think,
Okay.
proceed.
Thank you, ma'am, for your tuned-in presentation and sharing valuable insights on the AI tools used in the field of multimedia. Now I request Dr. S. Kavita, Assistant Professor, PG Department of Information Technology, BCA, to mention words of thanks.
Good morning, everyone. On behalf of the PG Department of Information Technology and BCA, I would like to express my gratitude to Secretary Sir, Sri Ashok Kumar Mutraji, our Principal, Dr. S. Santosh Babu Sir, and our beloved head, K. Angekani Ma'am, for the success of conducting 4th day of international seminar. I also extend my heartfelt gratitude to our distinguished speaker, Dr. P. Sasikala, Dean and Head, Department of New Media Technology, Makanlal Sadhuvedi National University of Journalism and Communication, Bhopal, India, for sharing her valuable insights and expertise with us. Your presentation was both enlightening and thought-provoking, and we truly appreciate the time and effort you took to be here today. Thank you, ma'am. I also extend my gratitude to the organizing team and all the participants. Your presence and participation have added tremendous value. Thank you all once again for this international seminar. Have a great day.
Thank you, ma'am. Dear participants, kindly fill the feedback form posted in the chat box and as well as in the class group. Thank you all for joining us today. Have a good day.
Jagdish, once
Thank
again,
you.
Yes, ma'am.
let all the staff members turn on your camera so that we can have a screenshot.
Okay.
Just a minute, Professor. We'll have a screenshot. So this is all for IPSC purpose.
Definitely.
So we have. You can go and sit with her. Come. Who's going to take screenshot? Off பண்ணேன். Okay. Thank you so much for joining with us, and hope we can have a future cooperation also. Thank you. So once you come to Chennai, please drop in our college so that we can have a direct conversation with our students. So our students will be honored to have you, ma'am. Thank you so much for joining.
Thank you, dear Dr. Angai. Because of you, I'm here. I'm able to talk to everyone. It's nice, and I welcome you all to Bhopal, to our university. Anytime you can all visit with your students. It can be an educational tour or for attending any conferences. You all are welcome. And whenever you are in Madhya Pradesh or in Bhopal, please do contact me. And thank you again. Just because of my friend Angai, I'm here today. So thank you so much. And I hope this